This is James Lupton, delighted to be joined with Alfie Middlemiss. Alfie, hi, mate.
I'm great, thank you, mate. You?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Some big news recently. You decided to turn over, turn professional in the boxing game. Firstly, was it an easy decision for yourself?
It was an easy decision, mate. I just think my style's made for the pros. I'm around the best people. I've been training in that gym for a few years now, so really excited for the next step in my journey, and I can't wait to turn pro now and show them about.
You mentioned that gym. That is, of course, Jamie Moore's gym. Jamie Moore, Nigel Travis. You've got lights for Keith Fayez, the Hamed brothers, Adam and Sammy. Obviously, Jack Catterall in there. Some really, really good fighters in there. Hannah Robinson as well. Talk to me about the environment, the vibe, and what it's like for you to learn from these guys.
Of course, mate, the gym's thriving at the minute. The atmosphere in the gym's class. I'm surrounded by world-class fighters day in, day out. So I'm just soaking it up. I'm always asking questions, always watching. I'm in the best place possible, to be honest with you, and I'm improving daily. So yeah, it's a step-by-step process, but I'm around the best people to take me to that next level.
One thing I always ask all the fighters from that gym is, in terms of the environment and the vibe, is how good is it to have that sort of comedy side, that relaxed vibe sometimes when you've got people like Nigel in there who is, he's just a comedy actor himself. How good is that when it's such a serious sport and training is so serious to have that little bit of a, let your hair down and relax sort of thing every now and then?
It's great, mate. Honestly, the vibe in the gym's fantastic. It's always banter. Everyone's always taking the mick out of each other, but I wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest with you. But when it's time to work, it's time to knuckle down. It's business as usual, and yeah, it's fantastic being in that gym, and everyone's together. The atmosphere is brilliant, mate.
For you, in the position you're in now, starting your professional journey, is it good for you to be able to see these fighters in the gym who are at different stages? You've got Adam Hamed, who's just joined the gym, is having his second professional fight very soon, and all the way through to um, Jack Catterall, who's obviously been at the top level for a long while now, on the cusp of world titles. So you've got different journeys and different routes, but you're all in the same place with the same people. Does that make you feel like you're in the right place?
It's just exciting, mate. Like you said with Adam, we're all starting our journey at the same time, really. And obviously, you've got Jack, fighting for world titles soon, and everyone's at different stages, but everyone helps each other and everyone pushes each other along. Yeah, it's brilliant, and especially starting with Adam and all the lads coming through. Yeah, the journey's brilliant now.
Take me back to the start. How did you get into boxing and why?
I've always been a competitive kid. I've always loved playing sports, whether it be football, cricket. I've always wanted to win, whether it be anything stupid. I've always had that will to win. And as soon as I walked into the boxing gym, I was like, wow, this is made for me. I think I sparred in like my second session, and everyone says as soon as you get hit in the nose, you either love it or you hate it. And I was the one who loved it. I kept coming back. I was never out of the gym. You can ask Jamie and Nigel. I'm always in there. I'm like a gym rat. So yeah, I loved it. Boxing was just made for me, and now I'm just completely obsessed with it.
Did you like the fact it's an individual sport?
That was the main thing for me. All the pressure's on you, whether you win or you lose. Whereas in team sports, obviously you've got everyone around you, and it makes a difference to the outcome of the result. But everything's on you, and I love that pressure. At the end of the day, pressure makes diamond, doesn't it? So I think that was why boxing was so appealing to me.
It goes both ways, doesn't it? I suppose when you look at that and go, right, okay, well, individual sport, it goes either right or wrong, and it's all down to you. And like you say, it puts a bit more pressure on you. But you say you like that. What about that pressure do you like?
I just like that weight of expectation. I love it, and I love competing. That's just in my nature. I love it, and I can't wait to do it on the highest stage now. I think boxing, the adrenaline rush and the buzz that I got from it, I just thought this is just made for me, and I'm excited to show that in the pro game now.
Talk to me a little bit about your amateur career. For those who don't know, what are your personal highlights?
Yeah, so I had around 35, 36 amateur fights, won around 28 of them. So I had a decent amateur record, won a national title in 2022. But I just didn't want to hang around too long in the amateurs. I thought my style's made for the pros. So I didn't want to waste time in the amateurs. And, I wanted to jump into the pro game and start early and just keep developing my career there, really.
How early on did you feel your style was suited to the pros?
Very early on, yeah, to be honest with you. I mean, I like a fight. I like my aggressive style. Whereas in amateurs, a lot of fighters just pick points and stuff at the highest level, kids at GB level. But I just think my style will be exciting and fan friendly for the pros, and yeah, I can't wait to show everyone uh, soon.
Can we expect some stoppages from yourself?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a dynamite puncher, but you can definitely expect some stoppages. Yeah, 100%. You can expect fireworks.
Fantastic. Let's talk about I suppose, the other job, and that is acting. You sort of, I suppose, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, had a choice of two paths. You could have pursued boxing, you could have pursued acting. So your dad's an actor. Why did boxing win over acting, first of all?
Do you know what? I think I've always done acting from a young age. When I was young, I did a lot of commercials. I was in Emmerdale for a little while, and also did a bit recently. But I just think it can go hand in hand. The way that boxing is now, it's a business, and yeah, I enjoy the acting, but boxing was just made for me. I've always like I said, always been competitive, always loved sports, and it was a difficult decision, obviously, choosing boxing over acting. But I think if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So that's what my mum and dad are super supportive, and they just said to me, go for your dreams and follow your boxing.
For you, obviously, boxing's a short career. You know, everyone says that when you're in boxing, you haven't got a long. Acting's something you could always go back to as well. That will be there for as long as you want it to be there, really, I suppose. Is that potentially the plan for you?
Yeah, that was the part of the decision as well, because obviously you've got a short span on your career in boxing, and I want to do everything that I want to do in the pros, and then obviously I've got my acting in the future. Hopefully, I can build a good career in the boxing, and then go venture back into the acting in a few years' time.
So, world titles in Hollywood.
That's the one. Sounds
So,
good to me.
sounds like a dream, mate. Sounds like a dream.
If my
Um,
nose wasn't on the other side of my face by then.
that's it. Talk to me a bit about the acting a bit more in depth. You mentioned you've done it from very young. It's sounds like it's one of those things where you sort of threw yourself straight into it, and it's potentially a bit like boxing. It's all you know, really.
Yeah, it's all I know. I've done it from a young age, obviously, surrounded by my mum and my dad. Obviously, they've shown me what it's been like in that industry. Doing it from young. Yeah, I love the acting side of things. I love being on camera and I love being around that atmosphere. But yeah, I think it's something that I can definitely jump back into in the future. I love acting. I love being on TV, but boxing's definitely for me, and I'm going to follow that side of it, and then in the future pick up the acting definitely.
In terms of nerves, obviously, there's a lot of times where fighters will feel nerves before walking to the ring, in the dressing room, before a big fight, etc. And on the acting side of things, I suppose there could be nerves before the camera starts rolling. Do the two sort of have any parallels?
Yeah, I think it could definitely help, 100%. I'm used to them pressure situations, them nerves and stuff. As well with the boxing, I've got the best people around me, like Jamie and Nigel, you say, with all uh, the humor and stuff in the gym and stuff, just calming nerves and stuff. I wouldn't say I'm a nervous character anyway, but I think you can use them nerves positively to. I think a bit of nerves are definitely good for you in the ring. So if I can use them right, it'll definitely be a positive.
And you mentioned about the support from your parents. What's that? How much does that help you? You know, having that support system around you at home.
Got a fantastic support system around me. My mum and my dad are my biggest supporters. Yeah, it's great. They've been pushing me in the right direction, helping me out in every aspect of my career, and they believe in me 100%. And they said to me, just go and follow your dreams. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
In terms of going back to your trainer and Jamie Moore, I've spoken to Jamie plenty of times. And one thing that I know about Jamie is he's massive into his manifestation, his visualization. Is that something that you sort of knew about and done yourself before Jamie brought it to your attention?
I'd seen little bits of it, but Jamie definitely put me on the path of doing manifestation and positive thinking. And I think the mental game's a massive side of boxing now. I think it's 90% mental, 100%. Stuff like The Secret and stuff, and believing that you win before you do is definitely key to success. I think if you're positive and you're confident, it 100% puts you on the right direction to winning.
How much since you've been putting that into practice, essentially, mentioned the secret and the manifestation, how much more positive, I suppose, is your mindset and mentality going forward?
Everything's possible. Obviously, you're going to get ups and downs in this boxing game, and if you can always keep in a positive mindset, I think you can overcome anything, to be honest with you, whether it be injuries, setbacks, etc. But as soon as I've been doing that, it's definitely helped me positively in every aspect of my life, and I can notice massive changes. So yeah, I'd advise anyone to do it, especially if you're in this game.
And just finally, Alfie, talk to me about, obviously, you've just turned pro, just announced that recently on social media. You've got your training team there. Every fighter looks for that big promoter, that big manager, etc., the big platforms. For you, is there any talks? Are you looking at anyone at the moment? Could we see you sign a deal with a promoter soon? Fight dates, etc. When are we sort of realistically looking at?
Yeah, I've got some really exciting news soon. I can't say anything yet, but hopefully in a few months I'll be making my debut and yeah, I'll be on a big show hopefully. So really excited to get going now and I can't wait to show everyone what I'm about.
Fantastic. Well, Alfie, thank you for your time today. I wish you all the best of luck and I can't wait to see you in the ring.
Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate your time.
No worries, anytime, mate.